Welcome back to our podcast number 4. My name is Frank.
My name is Idris.
My name's Nick.
My name's Eamon.
So, Nick, you want to introduce our topics for today?
So for today, we're going to be discussing how if gambling companies should be banned from sponsoring sports, and is it unethical to mix betting and sports, and whether or not certain sports are only popular because of gambling. And for our final topic,
No, that'll be on number 2.
okay.
So,
Okay, first of all, let's start by differentiating it. So when you say one, should they be allowed to sponsor things, sponsor teams? That's a different topic to should people be allowed to bet on sports, and what does that bring?
I mean,
for betting on sports, you have players who stage it. So for example, they get their family to bet a lot of money on them getting yellow card and then intentionally get a yellow card, stuff like that. And the sponsors are different. I think sponsors is a difficult topic because at the end of the day, a lot of kids and stuff watch football, and gambling is not a good habit to promote. You know what I'm saying?
right. Also, with the gambling companies that sort of sponsor the teams could also affect the performance, and then we wouldn't even know about that. If it's special, because when you sponsor a team, right, essentially you're paying the team money to wear your logo.
Yeah, exactly.
So you could bribe the owners of the club to tell the coaches to perform shitter.
Do something
or make this change or make whatnot to for the team to get extra money.
Well, that's really relevant in lower leagues.
Yeah. And then it kind of
which impacts the total tournament, which impacts it's not nice for the viewers, I guess.
Yeah.
We don't know about it.
I mean, have you guys seen you guys know Tonali?
Tonali?
Yeah.
Not really, no.
You know Tonali? You know how he got banned from playing because he betted on himself?
Yeah, no, it looks Paqueta, who got his whole family to bet on him getting yellow, got a yellow, and now he's under investigation by the FA and might get banned for life. So it does bring issues. Plus, people lose their whole life savings on betting.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, look, but at the end of the day, it's it's their own choice. I feel like there should just be laws to protect them.
Yeah, there are.
Like what?
That's why people are getting sacked off because they are betting on themselves.
Yeah, but the investigation is so hard, There's so much.
Yeah, the investigation.
To prove them guilty and then to make the connection that it was him that actually
made it. Yeah. I get you.
Especially for something that could be avoided, and something that should be avoided in the first place if we're going to be talking about ethicality.
That's why I think gambling and sport, they shouldn't be mixed together at all. Even as sponsors.
Okay, really? You're saying that?
Cut. So, bro, I gotta make it interesting. Alright, on cut.
Oh, yeah.
No, but it's interesting to say that you bet on sport. Talk about your experiences. Bro.
Yeah.
Make it interesting.
You can bet.
Also,
it's not wrong to bet on sports.
I had some bad experiences with sport betting. Sometimes, sport betting, I feel like you can make big money from it if you understand and have full knowledge.
There's group chats that people sell a course. People sell course where they sell their picks.
Yeah. They give them you can enter a group chat and then you pay this amount of money and they'll share with you their parlays and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know too much because I'm underage. But you should explain what a parlay is.
so what a parlay is, I don't know you. Yeah, there we go. Just make sure the screen's on. So what a parlay is essentially you pick multiple bets and then you can bet on stuff that's really obvious. For example, Arsenal beating Wimbledon FC or something.
Yeah.
And then, but the odds are terrible because it's really obvious that Arsenal's.
The less likely it is, the more money you're.
The less
get.
money.
The less likely it is. So say
That's
I
likely
bet
more.
I bet that Wimbledon's gonna
that's
beat
likely
Arsenal.
more money.
The more money I'm going to make.
Yeah, you get 2x, 5x, 10x depending on how much money you already use.
Which means how much they times your money by.
Yeah.
So if it's a 5x, you put in 100 ringgit, you get 500 ringgit cash out.
For a game like Arsenal versus Wimbledon, right? Arsenal the odds would be 1.1. So if you put in 500 and Arsenal does win, you just get 10% of it back. 10%
You would get paid 550.
Yeah, something like that. Anyways, so what the parlay does is just you can bet on multiple of these really obvious ones, and they stack the odds up. So even if it's 1.1, if you stack it with another 1.1, it becomes 1.2. So what people do is they bet on a lot of these easy picks, so the odds add up to 3x.
But it's important to know that you can have a parlay of 10 picks, but if one's wrong, you lose everything.
Right, that's the thing. If one of these games goes wrong, you lose your whole bet. So that's the thing with parlays. And for me personally, parlays have not been the best. Don't do parlays. Just bet on like.
Don't gamble in the first place.
Don't gamble.
Yeah, sorry. Don't.
Well,
don't
why are you
gamble.
giving like suggestions
No.
on what to do? and
Don't
stuff?
don't gamble, but if you do, don't do parlays. It's a bad idea.
But why would you like? You said that you started doing it, right? But why did you?
What did I know?
Money.
It makes the games
Money.
more interesting. I mean, that's another point,
Yeah, it
right?
makes the games more
Like,
interesting,
if you
right?
bet on the game, you actually would care about the results, so it would make watching it like
More enjoyable.
entertaining.
More enjoyable and stuff.
So, I think like gambling is like definitely for sure.
my ballsack.
But there's forms of gambling. Like you have FPL, which is like
You don't win.
but
any-
you don't win any money. But people bet on and like they have like forfeits or something like that.
Yeah, you get forfeits. That's just for the fun of it, for the fun of like predicting what's gonna happen within like your friend group with it. What's I gonna say? Some sports are. I think certainly some sports are definitely popular only because of.
Because
it.
that's
I feel
Like
like
horse racing is a very big.
Horse racing,
yeah,
horse
horse
racing.
racing
I
is
think
very-
boxing in general,
horse racing, boxing,
fighting,
anything fighting, any one-to-ones.
yeah, one-to-one sports like cockfighting back in the day. So people used to like love betting on that.
Chicken fighting.
Yeah, basically, and I think certain
fights.
sports would definitely not exist because of if betting didn't.
And
exist.
gambling on sports has been around for hundreds of years.
Yeah.
They used
It's been here for a while. Bro.
They used to call them like what, bookkeepers?
Yeah.
The people that tracked the bets.
Gambling's definitely been a big thing.
Isn't
forever.
bullfighting one of them?
Oh, bullfighting, yeah.
Right?
You said
They
it.
pay. Something like that?
bulls.
No,
No,
that's what it's called.
Like if the bull will fuck up the guy.
Yeah. Or the guy will win.
Yeah.
Oh,
something like
the
that.
owner.
The guy with like the red
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, yeah.
Something like
What?
that.
I thought that was like like a show, not a competition.
No, but you, the
yeah,
whole
it
thing
was
is
like
the
a-
whole thing is like the whole
Spanish
thing is
entertainment.
like you
But it's
don't get
not
absolutely
sport.
clouded by the
It is
Yeah.
into the sport.
The whole thing is that you don't
It's,
get
it's
clouded
basically
by
the guy's able to send the bull.
Yeah.
But then how do you win it?
if you
Like
win,
not
you just
getting-
win, you just
not
don't
getting
getting
bull.
knocked out by the
Yeah,
bull.
you kill it with a knife.
Yeah.
Oh, you
They the stab one. You
Yeah.
stab it into the bull.
So you have a red thing to attract the bulls, and you also
Yeah,
have
and
a
then you
knife.
stab it. Yeah.
a sword and then you like.
I think that's also betting, right?
Yeah, but people bet on everything.
Yeah. Whether
That's why I'm a bit like, okay, should it really be banned? Because no matter what, people will be doing it. It's also just so popular because people think it's fun.
At the end of the day, every gambling site will have an age limit of 18. Aaron,
Aaron.
everyone, all gambling sites have an age limit of 18 for a reason. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because that's when people start being, or they should start being responsible with their money.
Also,
Right.
like, I don't think as some sports would be as big without the betting.
Absolutely not. Absolutely
Yeah.
Like there's like horse racing, literally as we just said.
But do you think like sport like football would lose viewers because gambling gets banned?
The thing is, I don't think
Yeah.
gambling will ever get banned.
Well, I don't. Yeah.
It's
Because
even though
Gambling's been around for too long. It's
even
part
though
of
like
life.
how hard, like no matter how hard you try to ban gambling from a sport, it's always gonna be there.
Yeah.
People are always gonna do it.
And like obviously we can put limitations, but like
And isn't like horse racing based on gambling? Like,
Yeah.
you
yeah,
gamble.
that's the point.
That's
Yeah,
the
that's
point of
the
horse
point.
racing. Yeah. So
I think like sports like that will definitely like disappear without.
without
Yeah.
gambling for
Well,
sure.
like football, do you think it'll really matter that much?
no, not really. People pay to enter a stadium to watch the game.
it's like we just said, it's usually the one-to-ones that are very famous.
One-to-ones, like
Or like a straight up race.
fighting sports and stuff like that.
Well,
Yeah.
I think on this topic, right, we can also like, I just want to talk about this or something that, like, do you feel like right now there's like a shift from watching the sport in the stadium towards like more live stream, so like less people are going to the games and they prefer just watching on TV.
I don't think there's
I mean,
if you go, okay, there's different feelings. If you watch in a stadium, there's a reason why you go to a stadium. You live closer and you can buy
Atmosphere.
tickets, atmosphere, you get the feeling and everything. But if you can't, you watch the live stream.
Yeah.
You still kind of get the feeling of it. You can see the feeling, but you don't feel the atmosphere. You know.
But I feel like
also live streaming should be the
Boys,
same thing as with
Sorry, so I've just googled what sports get bet on the most, and the main one is football.
Football.
really?
Yes.
does it
Which makes sense.
And
Yeah,
then
'cause
the
it's
one
not-
after that is basketball because they bring the most attraction, which makes sense.
Okay, that makes sense.
And
But then
the
back
two
to-
most popular sports in the world, right?
But we also have to think about by percentage because football has a large audience.
Yeah.
So which percentage of that is actually betting compared to like
Low,
say
low.
horse racing,
Low.
which is like
Yeah.
90 something percent.
Literally,
more.
horse
Yeah.
racing has betting in the stadium.
Yeah.
Yeah. But since so many people watch football, it's lower compared
So
to
the
like horse
numbers
racing.
is higher, but maybe the percentage is for sure low.
Lower
Yeah,
compared to
yeah.
horse racing
Yeah.
because horse racing is just based on betting.
Right.
We move on to the next topic.
All right. So that's our podcast done. Thank
And
you
our
guys
podcast
for
today.
So today, thank you.
Thank you for
Alright.
listening. See ya.
Topic number 2. No, it's okay. It's okay. I'll just cut it. You know.
He was doing on the flight, you know, like he was
Yeah.
editing it.
Oh.
Bro, it doesn't take that long. No, it's fine.
Yeah.
Alright, okay. Welcome back to our podcast number 5.
Wait,
I'm
dude,
here with.
we have like 5 minutes here.
5 minutes.
Let's stack it up, dude.
Suck it up.
Yeah,
Let's do tomorrow.
Yeah.
Do tomorrow, bro. Do tomorrow.
We'll do tomorrow. Look, just chill here.